All right, let's stick with the chips and talk about Nvidia, because Nvidia right now coming off a fresh record high. You can see in the pre-market, at least, off just about 0.7%. Yahoo Finance's Jared Blickery is here with a breakdown of what the technicals are telling us. Jared.
Thank you, Shauna. Indeed, we did get that record closing high yesterday. Still don't have a record intraday high, but I wanted to show you what's happened over the last month. We've got this really nice liftoff since basically the end of September, but we're still within a very large trading range. And this goes back 5 or 6 months, depending on how you slice and dice it, but we are right there back at the Rubicon. I would strongly suspect that we managed to get another intraday high, record high. But the question is, are we going to have a false breakout? Because that's on a lot of traders' minds. It's something that really hasn't happened with Nvidia in a long time. Happens with Bitcoin all the time, but it's a possibility. So if I put a 3-year chart on, we can see that there have been several instances of consolidation. In 2023, that was 6 or 7 months, the entire back half of the year. It didn't take off again until 2024. So we've seen this before, and traders are just trying to ascertain, all right, are we going to be able to punch through and maintain that momentum? Well, things are looking pretty good for some of the broader indices here. I'm going to show you the NASDAQ 100, and here's the NASDAQ 100 year to date. It's not quite at a record high just yet, but here's the NASDAQ 100 equal weight. It just notched a record high yesterday, along with the S&P 500 equal weight. So my point is, we have a lot of momentum to the upside and a lot of breadth. I think it would be uncharacteristic to have Nvidia sucker traders in only to have it go down, but we have seen that happen before. And I guess the difference being that Nvidia has always resolved to the upside. So eventually there's going to be a fake out that kind of catches traders. But you did mention in the intro that Nvidia is about to overtake Apple. And I just wanted to show those numbers for you. I'm going to put market cap. This is the NASDAQ 100. Here's Apple, $3.516 trillion. And here's Nvidia sitting at 3.386 trillion.
Yes, trillion with a T. That's more zeros than I have in my bank account right now. But hey, who's counting? Well, let me set the stage for you. Nvidia, based in sunny Santa Clara, California, just had another record close, with their stock price climbing by 2.4% to a whopping 138. Now, for those keeping track, that means Nvidia's market value hit $3.39 trillion. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the biggest stories in tech, stocks, and AI. Today, we're talking Nvidia, a company that's been absolutely crushing it in the stock market and could soon dethrone Apple as the world's most valuable company. Yeah, Apple. The same Apple that made you pay $50 for a charger you forgot to buy. Right now, Apple sits at the top with a value of $3.52 trillion. But Nvidia is hot on their heels. You know that moment in a marathon where someone's trailing behind, but then they suddenly hit a burst of energy. Yeah, that's Nvidia right now. They've already overtaken Microsoft, which is hanging out at $3.12 trillion. So it's basically a tech showdown. Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft. Who's your money on? Now, what's driving Nvidia's surge? It's all about AI. You know, the technology that might replace us one day. But until then, it's making some people very rich. Nvidia's AI processors are being snapped up faster than PS5s during a Black Friday sale. Companies like Alphabet, Microsoft, and Amazon are all in a race to dominate the AI space. According to TD Cowen, an investment banking firm based in New York City, Nvidia's stock is still their top pick, and they've set a price target of $165. It's like they're saying, hey, it's going up. Get on board or get left behind. Kind of like when you hesitated on Bitcoin in 2010. Ouch. Oh, and speaking of chips, Nvidia's next-generation AI processor, the BlackWell chip, has seen a bit of a delay. Production's been pushed to the fourth quarter, but honestly, Nvidia is like, no worries, because customers are still gobbling up their current generation chips. Think of it like waiting for the new iPhone to drop, but in the meantime, you're still loving the one you have. So, where does this leave us? Well, Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft alone make up about a fifth of the S&P 500's weight. That means when these companies sneeze, the whole stock market catches a cold. In fact, Nvidia's recent rally has helped push the S&P 500 to its record highs. Basically, they're pulling more weight than that one friend who insists on carrying all the groceries in one trip. But wait, there's actually more. The Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co., the company responsible for making Nvidia's processors, is expected to report a 40% profit increase this quarter. That's because demand for AI is going through the roof. Looks like AI is not just good at writing essays, but also making some serious cash. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in, folks. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat in the world of tech and AI. And please let me know in the comments, do you think Nvidia will beat Apple? So back to the video. Many analysts are predicting that Nvidia's revenue could more than double to a staggering $126 billion this year. So, yeah, AI data centers are the hot thing right now, and they're keeping Nvidia's revenue in hyperdrive. But here's the kicker. Some investors are starting to worry. They're asking, what happens if the AI hype slows down? Will Nvidia still hold on to this meteoric rise, or will things cool off? Now, for my fellow investors out there, you might be wondering, should I get in on Nvidia before they possibly dethrone Apple? Here's the deal. If you believe in the long-term growth of AI and Nvidia's dominance in the space, it could be a great investment. But remember, stock prices can fluctuate, especially in a fast-moving sector like tech. It's always a good idea to diversify your portfolio, and don't put all your eggs, or should I say, chips, in one basket. Please note, this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube who likes talking about tech and stocks. Always, and I repeat always, consult a professional before making investment decisions. And remember, the stock market can go up, down, sideways, and sometimes in loops like a roller coaster. Thank you once again for tuning in.